Welcome to RSC Medal Series 1 Grand Finals.
Welcome everyone. We will be getting underway shortly. Got two teams here playing in the finals. Blue team, a free agent team who's managed to stay in the winner's bracket, and Free Wins, who are coming up from the loser's bracket. Just one moment. And I'll be giving the signal for both teams to begin. And we're underway. Cheese Pie, Enchiladas, and Nightwolf versus Bonekin, GCP Volt, and Loose Cannon. Going to be an interesting matchup here tonight. Bonekin first hit off the feeling. Nightwolf sending it straight at the orange net, but it's wide. Bringing it back in, right above the net. Bonekin with a lovely save. A little bit sloppy start from Free Agents. Free Wins. Despite living up to their name and getting a number of free wins tonight, not the best start so far. Loose sends above the net. Nightwolf manages to clear it out, going over the entirety of the orange team. Loose Cannon sends it back across. Sending it past the middle. Bonekin with the finisher.
What a play.
What a play indeed. Excellently executed pass. Blue team did not know what hit them, apparently. Loose Cannon's lost face-off. Loose Cannon wins it and goes for not quite a shot off a kickoff. Bolts does not appear to know what he's doing at the moment. Cheese Pie carries it forward into the orange end of the field. Loose Cannon clears out. Bonekin. Not quite an open net, but Loose Cannon makes it one. Interesting play. I did not expect that to turn into a pass. Loose Cannon was ready.
A little extra freestyle there at the end.
Was it necessary? I don't know. But it made it look good. Blue team keeping up the pressure, but not enough. Loose sending it back above his own net. Enchiladas unable to clear. Volts the shot, not enough. Loose Cannon bring it into net, but Enchiladas clearing off the corner. Volts in control of the ball. Not for long. So far, we're 4 shots to 1. Seemed like blue team was managing to get the pressure on, but not much has come of their time down at the orange end of the field. Bonekin with almost a shot. Loose can't bring it down in time, though. Two of them seem to make up the majority of the offense for their team. Bolts keeping it at mid. Cheese Pie not able to do much with that. Enchiladas on defense. Oh, and a wonderful bump. Enchiladas sends it right at Loose Cannon, who makes it forward. Bonekin just rams Cheese Pie straight up into the air. 3-0. Free wins. Loose easily wins that. Almost makes the shot, but Nightwolf manages to win the challenge. Bonewolf sends it up.
Oh.
Loose attempts to go for the
Not sure
finish,
if
but it's
fake
not
tilt
needed.
at all, maybe? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if it did or didn't. I don't think blue team had 2 people up in the air, but I don't think either one is going to be able to get it in either case. 4-0. Game 105, half over. Remember that Free Wins is coming up from the loser's bracket, so If they win this, they'll have another best of 5 to look forward to. Question is it going to be 6 games or is it going to be 10? Very nicely done save by Volts. Volts and Lucian on the wall, and Bonekin not where he needed to be. Nightwolf sending it straight in for the first goal for blue team. Interesting start so far. We'll see if blue team can turn around. Loose cannon flick. No, not enough. Nightwolf sending it above the net. Centered up. Enceladus not there in time. Loose cannon to clear. Loose cannon at the pass to middle. Bonekin's not there in time. Cheese Pie isn't able to keep it going. Nightwolf sends it up. Loose cannon whiffs. Nightwolf for a center and off Bonekin for the own goal.
What a shot. And I believe it's Enceladus.
Enceladus. That is my bad. Pretty sure I should have put up the disclaimer about name pronunciations. Oh well. Enceladus unable to even touch that ball, it looks like. Nightwolf sending it to Loose Cannon, who gets it past him. Sends it center again. Cheese Pie is there, and no one opposing him. Not quite a shot that's going to make it, but Volts clears it out. Nightwolf sends it back center. Loose brings it out. Enceladus sends it back out across. A good clear. But Volts wins the counter challenge. A lot of back and forth at the moment. Not quite sure what Loose was aiming to do there. Sends it out past to Bonekin, that's intercepted. Volts bringing it back into his own side. So this whiffs on the wall. Cheese Pie sends it at the net, but Loose is there. Nightwolf wins 50-50, just barely. So this almost for a lovely save from Volts. Cheese Pie over. Volts cannot clear it. It's a possibly intentional pass to Loose Cannon, who is also unable to send it out of the orange end. Volts finally able to move it down to the blue end. It's very quickly sent back. Pressure not as strong from free wins as it was before. Keep wanting to say free agents, which is a little silly since this blue team is the actual free agent team. But it ends with free wins for free wins. Give it a little more hard thought towards the end. But they will have to begin fighting even harder than that if they want to turn this around. Looking back to earlier in the bracket, blue team did beat out free wins in the winners semifinal. And before that, in the Swiss phase of this tournament, they've played each other before.
Unfortunately, server just went down for maintenance.
Server went down for maintenance. Psionics, please. All right. In that case, I guess we will all be exiting and sending out new information. All right, Art. Would you like to handle that?
What's new information?
Can you try?
And welcome back. Sorry for the
And
technical
we're back.
difficulties.
Slight technical difficulty. Thank you for your contribution today, Psionics. We really appreciate it. But as I was saying, back in the Swiss phase of this, blue team beat out Free Winds 2-0, not once, but twice in rounds 3 and 5 of the Swiss. And they won 2-1 in the winners semifinal. So it's interesting, Free Winds starting up. All right. Looks like everyone's in, and we can begin. All right, 1-0 for Free Winds to start off with, and a 4-2 victory. It's very different from the earlier games that they played against each other in this event, but we'll see if the trend continues or if blue team is able to take the win this time around. Pressure, never mind. I was about to say pressure is increasing on the free agent into the field, but it quickly falls apart. Loose cannon sends it up above blue net. Bonekin going for another aerial, but it's not there. Even 50-50. Bolts able to predict the whiff on part of blue team. That wolf clears out for anything to be done. Loose and Bonekin running headfirst into each other. It's a valid strategy. Loose pass to Volts. Sends it up to Nightwolf, who takes it from him easy. Bonekin and Enceladus both whiffing. Loose cannon on the defense. Carries it out, but not far enough. Volts makes a lovely save.
It's a great pass.
Oh, and Nightwolf manages to finish off a interesting play. See that again. Loose sends it to the center. Bonekin is unable to clear it out. 1-0 blue team. Opposite start from last game. Nightwolf sends it up above. Enceladus not able to get there before Bonekin, but... Oh, is that a shot? No. Cheese Pie sends it out to the right. Enceladus not able to get past Volts. Blue and control, no orange. Cheese Pie clears it. Loose cannon is there, sending it to center. Cheese Pie managed to save it. Bonekin's bringing it back towards the center. Looks like a pass to neither teammate. Both of them pulling back at the moment. Setting a net. Loose cannon seems to be following the ball, waiting for his moment. Doesn't take it. Cheese Pie sends it above orange side. Bonekin clears it out. Blue team definitely has increased the pressure this game. All three wins, stuck in their own corner a little bit. Duncan waiting in net, carrying it out. 2v1 from blue. It's an interesting attempt at a shot. Doesn't make it. Orange is now on the offense again. Does not last for too long. Loose sends it forward to Volts. Cheese Pie manages to...
It's a nice little fake by Nightwolf.
Manhandle's not quite the right word for cars wrestling with each other in the air.
Can't really say car handle either, because that
car
doesn't really
handle.
work.
That it makes. I'm not quite sure what word works there. Tell you the word that is applicable here is pressure. Blue team is definitely doing a lot better at keeping that up than in the first half of the first game. Loose cannon just barely gets away as his teammates demoed right behind him. Whiffs on that touch. Bonekin keeps it from being an open net. Volt's just clearing it out, trying to make shot opportunities in the last minute 15. Loose sends it straight at the net. Cheese Pie in place to save it. Bonekin not able to keep it going. Nightwolf at the orange net. Not enough. Loose cannon clears. Cheese Pie versus Volts in the corner. Volts gets the best of it. Nightwolf slows it down, but not enough. Cheese Pie all alone on the wall with the ball. Volt's not there nearly in time. Seems to be going away from his own side. Bonekin manages to clear it forward. Celis and Cheese Pie pinch it out to the far end. Bonekin. Volt almost to the second touch. Loose trying to clear out the goal. All three of Orange team is in place. 10 seconds to make a final play, but Cheese Pie clears it to the other end. Oh no! An attempted all-out assault from Free Winds turns into a almost completely open net and a scoring opportunity to bring it to 2-0 for Blue Team. Excellent defense from Blue Team, man. Good reaction.
Yeah, Free Winds had little choice. They had to put on as much pressure as they could. Time was running out.
Yeah. And at this point, time is out for them. It's just a matter of, do they get that extra goal or not? And the answer is no. Blue Team wins 2-0. Very different from the first game, but in keeping with the earlier matches from these teams. Free Winds has brought on Loose Cannon as a sub since those earlier games. Maybe it changes things, maybe it doesn't. We'll have to see. Going into game 3, the score is 1-1. We know we won't be getting the minimum amount of Rocket League tonight, but we'll see if Blue Team is able to keep the momentum from the last game and a half. Nightwolf sends it high up above. Vincelis passes back. It's right past Loose. Bonekin just misses, but is able to catch it up on the wall. Cheese Pie sends it to the center. Nightwolf versus Bonekin. Bonekin easily keeps it above. Volts keeps it moving forward. And Cheese Pie sends it back to Loose Cannon, who's in control for the most part. Not in control enough. Ooh,
oh, the double whiff.
Double whiff that almost led to an early lead for Blue Team. Loose Cannon on the wall. Not able to do much of it. Nightwolf almost clears it out. Bonekin keeps it in that corner, though. During some bumps, Volts doesn't get a particularly strong touch. Loose Cannon up on the wall, above blue net. Passes it down to Bonekin. Oh, an excellent save from Nightwolf. Looks like Loose Cannon may be trying to duplicate the feat, this time with Volts, but Cheese Pie's there. Free Winds keeps doing those same moves. One of them taking the ball directly above the crossbar, as close as they can, and then having someone else waiting in place to aerial it in. Worked pretty well first game. Not so great the second game. Loose Cannon taking the ball down. Cheese Pie keeps him from getting any sort of a shot opportunity with that. Bonekin sends it into the blue end. Loose Cannon, not much of a shot. Everyone is scrambling to get control of that ball. Nightwolf sends it up. Mid-air battle between Cheese Pie and Bonekin turns to nothing. High above free wins, who I will eventually call by the correct name on the first try. Loose Cannon goes for a shot, but not there. Nightwolf with an excellent save. It's back up again. Volts this time. The little help from blue team centers it, but ball's going just too fast. Cheese Spice keeps in the corner. Blue team keeping the pressure up. Not as strong as they did last game. Loose Cannon making sure blue team doesn't get a touch. Volt sends it at the net. Not enough. Orange side is mostly in control. Volt's not quite able to clear it out, but is able to keep blue team from getting a shot. Wolf with the whiff. Cheese Pie with the same solid defense we've seen so far this game, or this match actually. Cheese Pie not letting it get by. Volts with the shot in the net, and Loose Cannon with the excellent touch to send it in. Just a light wheel touch to make sure the defender can't get to it. Maybe it would have gone in anyways, but
it's always good to have the goal secure.
Oh, of course. Loose Cannon sends it towards not quite an open net. Ansel is there to make the save. Cheese Pie on defense.
This could be an opportunity.
Transitioning to offense. But there are two in the air for the free wins. No open down on the blue side either. Ansel is carrying it down. Loses it on the ceiling. Volts sends the ball bouncing up to Nightwolf. A lot more back and forward in midfield. It's been a while since the ball has been this solidly trapped in midfield, though. But as I say that, it's now turned into a scramble in front of blue team's net. Wolf goes for the clear. Bonekin with an actually open net. That's interesting. What was blue team doing on defense here? The answer being, they weren't. Cheese Pie versus Bonekin sends it up into the air. Loose Cannon passes gently to the blue team. Volts takes a shot. Bonekin not able to finish it. Nightwolf going in for a last-ditch chance. There's actually an opportunity, but no, Loose Cannon's there, and that'll be it. I said that'll be it for free wins. Giving them their second win of this best of 5. And now a 2-0 in the other direction from last game. It's interesting. Is it a bracket reset if we win? Correct. Correct. Allow me to spell that correctly. And they are 1 win away from that bracket reset. The 4th match begins. Loose Cannon sends it almost into a shooting opportunity. Bonekin keeps up the pressure until this clears. Not quite able to keep it.
Great passing play.
On the other side. An amazing passing play that almost turns into a goal, but a great save from Volts keeps it from becoming a fetch. Loose cannon control. Flicks it up above, but Wolf sends it back down. Bonekin gets it past 2 of blue team, but not Cheese Pie. Still, in fact, great defense. Loose flicks it high above, alone in the corner. If you're going to go for the aerial pass, yes, but it doesn't look like Bonekin's there. Ball does end up with Volts in control. 3 wins seem to be wanting to lock this game down. They're playing much more solidly than the opening minutes of the other games so far. Bonekin, high above the blue net. Volts, ooh, just off the corner. Loose cannon loses it to Nightwolf, who doesn't get it past Volts. It's staying in that one corner of blue teams. Nightwolf playing some fantastic defense, managing to get it not quite close enough over to Cheese Pie. Volts to Loose. And another excellent passing play from the free agents. Watch that again. Volts off the ceiling. Loose just in position to send it right above Enceladus and Cheese Pie. One 0 free wins. Bonekin to Loose Cannon. Nightwolf back in that same corner, playing that same solid defense.
Not entirely sure what Loose was planning there.
Well, it did not turn into a scoring opportunity for blue team, so we'll say it worked out. Oh, what a play.
What a save.
Bolts to Bonekin. Nightwolf threatening to take Cheese Pie's spot as the premier defensive player on their team.
We have 2 people stuck in net right now. It's dangerous.
Interesting that despite a pretty great defensive game, blue team is at only one... Ooh, dangerous shot. It's at only 1 save, though I suppose a low number of saves shows a good midfield defensive game. Cheese Pie gets it past Loose and Volts. Bonekin is alone.
Open
Nightwolf,
net.
open net.
He misses
and he
it.
Painful off the post. Loose on the counterattack. Nightwolf clears it back out, but Bonekin is there. Takes the shot, but Enceladus saves it. Loose sends it back towards the middle. Wolf sends it above. Loose. Oh, it's a scramble above the net, but it gets away just far enough that Bonekin can't do much with it. Cheese Pie dribbles, but is unable to make it all the way to the net. Nightwolf with a beautiful shot. Bolt saves the initial attack, but sends it right into Nightwolf's control. 1-1. So this takes control of the kickoff results. Volts managed to get it past Nightwolf. Cheese Pie, last man back. Volts past him. Oh, Loose almost there for almost able to make that finish, but not quite. 3 wins is keeping the pressure up. Over Loose. Volts 50-50s it. Bonekin up to keep the pressure alive. So, sort of a pass to center. Blue team helps keep it going. Loose cannon to Volts.
Blue team's having a little trouble getting the ball out of their half.
Yeah, we're starting to see a return to the situation early in the match.
As I said that, though, they cleared it.
Well, that's how it's been going. Both these teams, as soon as we say anything, they like to switch things up. Almost like it's planned. Bolt sends it at the net. Not much of a shot, but Sonic says it counts, so we'll say it counts too. Bonekin not able to keep the pressure up there, but Loose sends it directly above. Volt sends it high above. All of blue team up in the air at least a little. Loose with the shot. Whew, Loose with a lovely finisher to keep us away from overtime and possibly send us into a bracket reset. Cheese Pie just not able to get a strong enough touch on that to send it out.
I felt there was a bit of hesitation on blue team there. No one really went for it. Just kind of sat there, allowing Loose to score.
And that's that. We are heading for bracket reset as Free wins 3-1. All right. All right. Yep. Free wins 3-1. And with that, we'll be moving into the next stage of the grand final. 60 seconds for the teams to verify the results on Smash. And here we go for the next round. Final chance for blue team and Free wins. Blue team stay in the winner's bracket up until now. I suppose technically they're in the final step of the loser's bracket at the moment. Cheese Pie sends it towards an open net, but it's wide. Loose cannon in control. Not for long, but it stays in orange team possession. Oh, and it's a lovely passing play from Bonekin to Loose, but Loose is not there. Wide something or other. A wide cross there from blue team. Not able to make much of it. Bonekin versus Cheese Pie. Cheese Pie makes a touch. Loose is there. Oh, and it's just off the post. Volts make sure they stay in control. Loose takes it up the wall.
Blue team is scrambling.
Sends it over. Oh no. If only Free wins had been there, that would have been a free goal. Back and forth and back and forth, and finally Volts finishes it off.
It's just
quite
a
an
barrage
extended
of shots.
play. Yes. Free wins, has the momentum, and they are clearly making the best use of it they can. 1-0, just under 4 minutes to go. Bolt sends it high off the wall. Bonekin with a bouncing touch. Cheese Pie clears it out. Celis manages to get it by and get the second touch. A third touch, but it's not enough to get by Bonekin. Nightwolf sends it over. Volts is there. Loose bumps Cheese Pie and takes control of the ball. Very smooth play there. Loses it, but Volts passes it back up to him. And a pass to center.
What a play.
Ah. A pass. And a redirect right into the center. Lovely play, lovely goal. 2-0, Free wins. Nightwolf makes a save from the somewhat loose shot. A little bit of mess going on, but
oh, the demo by
wasn't
Enceladus.
expecting that. Enceladus sends it, bounces off the wall, goes in for a demo, even if Cheese Pie takes the shot. I might have made it in without the demo. Good play nonetheless.
It definitely helped.
2-1.
I think the smokescreen blocked the other goalie as well.
Quite possibly. Bonekin did not seem to react there. Whiffs all around. Bonekin making sure there's not another shot like that. Blue team's
It was an opportunity
hesitant.
for blue team, but yeah, they were hesitant. They could have pushed.
But of course, that's unfortunately been the story of the last couple of games. A little more aggression from blue team, and he might not have gotten a black bracket reset. Cheese Pie not able to clear it. Loose sends it to center. Bonekin's waiting, but until this clears it away. So this also clears away loose cannon there for a moment. But it's not enough of an opportunity for blue team. Volt is on the wall. Keeps it moving away. Cheese Pie brings it to center. Nightwolf now helping to keep up the pressure. It's over, but unlike free wins, blue team just hasn't gotten in that habit of keeping someone close enough in center to finish the shots. Loose cannon for goal while I was speaking. Lovely. Unfortunately, it just looks like blue team was completely out of rotation. Upside down, sideways, pointing every which direction except for where they needed to be in net. Volts across the net. Loose to Bonekin, but Cheese Pie is there with a lovely save. Volts to center. Bonekin not able to help. It's out. Loose keeps it from becoming a shot. Volts to Loose to Bonekin. It's up high. Cheese Pie brings it out over Volts. Loose, wonderful save there.
Fortunate bump there. Enceladus against Cheese Pie.
Volts not able to get it out of the orange side. Bonekin succeeds. We'll see if they can actually make a play. Nope. Loose unable to make a touch. Cheese Pie hits it right into Nightwolf. Nightwolf hits it right into the wall. Volts takes a shot. Good save.
Blue team's unable to get a good clear here. They're struggling.
I think these teams have basically been taking turns with the struggle for a good clear. Is it a goal? It is. Blue team just stuck in their back left corner. Where is Enceladus? Even then, he's over at midfield while Loose Cannon's taking a shot. 4-1. It doesn't look like blue team's going to be able to come back from this unless they manage to duplicate 3 wins as... You know, almost thought I spoke too soon. I'm going to say, unless they're able to duplicate 3 wins' ability to create that absolute barrage of shots, they weren't going to win. But we almost saw 3 wins start another barrage there. So they've lost it. Bonekin bringing in for a final attempt at net. Volt's bringing in. Bonekin unable to finish. First game of the new match to 3 wins. 4-1. The largest goal differential so far. Interesting to see if they can keep the momentum for a 3-0 in this second match. Bonekin versus Cheese Pie at the kickoff. Cheese Pie carries it forward.
I'm hoping to see a bit more aggression from blue team this time. They're too hesitant. Cost them.
Yes. A lot less hesitancy from blue team, maybe a little more variety of play from free wins. We've seen 2 or 3 plays that seem to be working really well for them, but what's Rocket League without a little variety? Oh, and it drops right above the orange net. That's all. This is just not close enough.
That's another situation of someone just not being far enough up. I think they play a little too one up, 2 back kind of style, which is just not working out.
Yes, and even when they do have 2 up, they tend to be in the same corner, covering for each other, doing an excellent job of that, but not able to actually finish. And so this makes a save against Loose Cannon with the cross-court shot. Cross-court? Cross-field. Apparently we're playing hoops.
Oh, that's next week.
That's next week. Or is it? Loose Cannon sends it back to center.
Hoops rumble with the puck. That's what we want.
Of course. Just a reminder to everyone watching, RSC is doing tournaments every Saturday, and at least this weekend, we're also doing one on Sunday. If you're in the RSC server, you can sign up for our Sunday tournament right now. Just join the server and look in notices for instructions on how to join.
There will also be a poll this week for a special tournament next Saturday.
Yes. We like to alternate between standard tournaments and...
There's a goal.
There's a goal. Let's look at this again in the replay. Loose Cannon gets it by Cheese Spy, gets it by Nightwolf, and just gently carries it into goal. Interesting opening, and I think we saw a lack of hesitation from Blue Team there. It was just at the wrong place and the wrong time. I'm not even sure like how much hesitation is the issue, as much as just the third person is never quite in the right place. Maybe Blue Team's issue is with their rotations. Or rather, perhaps, specifically with placement, rather than just hesitating. Cheese Spy manages to send it forward. And is able to stop it, but not long enough. So this off the wall. Volts is there. Pass it straight to Nightwolf. Bonekin's up to pass the Loose Cannon. He dribbles. Volt's not able to finish it. Loose sends it back towards center. Bonekin was pretty close. Not close enough. The orange side is struggling with slower moving balls. Loose spawns right below the ball. And unfortunately cinches it up for Blue Team, but Blue Team is doing backflips in place. That is unfortunate for them. We saw this pass loose again. Pass Bonekin's whiff. His center. Nightwolf was sort of there, but not close enough.
Close enough.
Oh, and it's sent above. Cancel is not able to control in the air.
It's basically the story of this match, is they're just not close enough for their opportunities.
They're either almost there, or they really should have been there. Loose Cannon trying to go in for a goal. Not able to make it. All of Blue Team. Circling the ball. Nightwolf sitting in net, clears it out.
It's a pass.
And it's a great pass. Look at that again. Nightwolf carrying it all along the left side, over Loose. Around Volts, sends it over Bonekin. Loose is there again, but Cheese Spy gets it past him. 1-1. 41 seconds to go. Bonekin gets it over Cheese Spy. Loose is up in the air. Volts isn't able to get the shot. Redirect is far wide. Bonekin 50-50s. Volts is up in the air. Cheese Spy is there first. Nightwolf on the defense, able to get past Bonekin back to center. Loose cannon makes a touch. Not much that anyone can do with that, though. It's back to the orange side. Bonekin gets it out of net just in time. It's back towards the blue end. Bonekin's going to center this. Loose cannon be there for a pass. He will not be. Ball drops a little short. We're in overtime, our first overtime of the grand finals.
It was almost a kickoff goal. It's just slightly off.
Almost. Cancella's up in the air. That's the one thing we haven't seen too much of from blue team is attempts at aerial goals. They've mostly been sticking to the ground, whereas orange team seems to basically be alternating between the two. Bonekin 50-50s.
I like this from blue team. They're playing a lot faster, a lot more aggressive.
Oh, yes. Loose cannon managed to make the aerial save. Volts passes to Bonekin. Cheese Pie sends it back towards where Volts and Loose are waiting. Loose sends it forward, but Cheese Pie to center. A little bit fast, and no one from blue team is there. Nightwolf back a goal, and Slatus at center. Noticing blue team seems... Oh, is this a shot? It's a shot, but no goal. The post and the crossbar.
Unfortunately, there was a triple commit, so there was no one there for the follow-up.
Yes. Volts to Loose. To Bonekin for the shot. It's wide. Excellent setup for that play, though.
It's an open net.
But no one for blue team is there.
Couldn't get there fast enough.
We've seen this story before. Question is, can blue team rewrite it before orange team's attack managed to close? Bonekin with the pass to Nightwolf. Wrong team, unfortunately. And with the shot, it's just above, but Bonekin's there to finish it. Lovely play. And Sauce is on the wall. Volts off the crossbar. Bonekin there to finish. Just beats Nightwolf. 2-1 in overtime. 3 wins. Bringing the overall to 2-0. This is the final match. Or, final game, potentially. If 3 wins is able to continue their streak.
Blue team will be looking for a reverse sweep. They need to win the next 3.
And we went from the furthest apart scoring goal differential in the first game of this match after the bracket reset to the closest game by far so far in the grand finals. Be interesting to see if blue team is able to keep the offense they suddenly found in the tail end of that last game going. Volts takes up the wall. It's a bit of a loose pass. Able to get a second shot. Bonekin, not there. It doesn't really matter. Blue team, sloppy defense is all I can say. Had some trouble with positioning there, and it looks like the hesitation is back to bite them. 15 seconds in, we're 1-0. Blue team double committing a little bit. Oh, and it pays off. Or it almost pays off. Cheese Pie passing it to center. It's not enough. Loose cannon dribbling a bit, but it's cleared out by Enceladus. Nightwolf with the shot.
It's a great demo by Enceladus.
Yeah.
Can't save it if there's no goalie.
This is an accurate statement. And finally, we have a member of the blue team who is waiting in position at center. If they can keep that up, They might have a chance at that reverse sweep. Maybe I shouldn't have just dropped that caster's curse on them.
It seems they picked up their offense, but their defense, which was strong early, has fallen apart.
Loose cannon with the fantastic goal. Pass to self. Carried in over to the blue team's defenders. Open.
That's our first kickoff goal.
First kickoff goal of the entire grand finals. Volt straight to Enceladus. Loose cannon cheats up a little too close. Now maybe the orange team being a little too far forward is starting to bite them. Cheese pie right at net again. Volts is there to save it though. Loose cannon sends it out to center. Volts moving up, ready for the pass. Sends it at net, too slow and too low. Bonekin sends it to the corner, not enough. Volts straight to Cheese Pie, who sends it high over the blue net. Cheese Pie pass loose. Bonekin Volts on defense. Bonekin's all they need. Takes it all the way back into the opposite corner. Sends it, attempts to send it center. Cheese Pie knows what's going to happen and keeps it away. Loose cannon high above the corner. Sent to center. Flying past orange team. Does a little crossover in the center of the field. Bonekin not able to get it out. Volt sends it. Bonekin not able to get a touch there. Volt's now playing some solid defense to keep it in the center of the field. Loose wins a 50-50 there, but isn't able to make much of it. Loose cannon's in the center. Volts is up, and he hits it, but not enough. Loose tries to finish it, just not there. Cheese Pie carrying it down into free wins the side of the field. Bonekin alone. Rolls it right to Cheese Pie. Loose cannon's there to send it. Volts right in the net. Another lovely passing play from Free Wins. Taking it 3-2 at 2:24 to go. Volts gets it just over Enceladus, just to the right of Nightwolf. Or to the left, if you actually are Nightwolf. Volt sends it high off the wall for that challenge. Loose. Backflip to send it high. Volts getting it out of center line. Not in place to challenge, but not enough to win. Bone with an unfortunate side flip. Loose cannon versus Cheese Pie. Cheese Pie takes it. I expected Nightwolf to go up, but he didn't. And is better off for it. Demo of Bonekin there. Blue team on the defense. Enceladus is up and manages to win against the double commit from orange team. If a good shot might have hit post, but it was saved nonetheless. Volts with the demos. Blue team didn't have an open net, but they did have control. Wasted it. Bonekin over Cheese Pie. Enceladus almost a shot on their own goal. Thankfully, the post is on their side at the moment.
Blue team's giving up possession a bit too much, though it did work out in their favor.
Caster's Curse strikes.
He just shot it right at Bonekin.
Bonekin saves
it back.
Nightwolf is there to finish it. Good reaction from Nightwolf. Bringing up 3-all with minute 05 remaining. This is the last chance for blue team to turn it around. Nightwolf sends it down. Volts chasing after. Bonekin there to clear it out. Cheese Pie right at Volts. It's high above orange net. Off in the corner. Volts goes out, but Nightwolf centers it. Above their net, but it looked like Bonekin has an easy send to the corner. Nightwolf to center. Enceladus a little too far back. Cheese Pie above. Cheese Pie not able to make a solid enough second touch. Nightwolf sends it back. Enceladus not able to make the touch. Nightwolf again. Cheese Pie and Nightwolf a little confused as to where they should be.
A little miscommunication there, but it might work.
Nightwolf almost manages to finish, well, prevent it from ending there. Looks like we may be going into overtime. Volts to Bonekin. Not enough. Blue team grounds it.
Second overtime in a row.
Yep. That was nearly a fantastic play from blue team that would have managed to block the sweep. We'll see if they're able to actually complete such a play now. Bonekin to center. Loose to center to Bonekin. Not there. Loose. Bonekin sends it up. Unfortunate placement from Bonekin there. Not able to get out of net in time. Volts with a shot. Cheese Pie for great save.
Again, I feel they're running a little too much defense. Two back, one up.
Yeah.
They missed some opportunities there.
Yes. That said, they may feel they need it with how strong the barrage of attacks has been from the orange side. Loose brings it forward, passes to Volts for a finish on an open net to finish a clean sweep for the second part of the grand finals. Loose cannons to Volts for the winning play. 3 wins. Frio has won the grand finals. That's all. Congratulations to GCP Volts, Loose Cannon 33, and Bonekin.